Hi, today we're making pecan pie ice cream, and we're first going to start off by making the pecan sauce. So we have here a half a cup of brown sugar, 3/4 teaspoons of salt, half a cup of corn syrup, 2 tablespoons of molasses, and 2 tablespoons of butter, and a half a cup of pecan pieces. We're going to add our brown sugar to a saucepan and our salt, the corn syrup, and the molasses. We're going to put this on the stove over low heat so that it all comes together and combines, and after it does that, we'll add the butter and then stir in the pecans. So we had this sauce on the stove over medium-low heat, and the point was to dissolve the sugar. So now what we're going to do is add our butter to it, and this is going to melt through just to kind of thicken it and stabilize it for when we put it in the ice cream, when we layer it in. All right, the butter is nice, it's melted into the sauce, and now we're going to add the pecans. Have a little tasty taste of it. So I'm just gonna put the lid on this to keep it warm while we churn our ice cream. So I've made a custard base for this recipe because pecan pie, it had egg in it, you just want a rich flavor. And we're gonna be using vanilla bean paste. I'm gonna use probably a tablespoon of this just to give it color. Well, you'll see the flecks of the vanilla bean in here, and it'll give added flavor as well. I said a tablespoon. And we'll just let that churn until it's ready and we can layer it in the containers with our pecan sauce. Okay, our ice cream is done. It looks delicious. You can definitely see the vanilla bean paste in there, which gives it a really pretty look to it. And what we're gonna do is layer our containers with the pecan sauce and the ice cream. This sauce really does look like a pecan pie. We're just gonna cover the bottom a little with some of this sauce. And then add our ice cream. And instead of mixing this all up together, we're really just putting layers of pecan sauce, layers of ice cream, and so on and so forth. Okay, so because this is a complete experiment with the pecan pie, this sauce, which is kind of like a caramel sauce in a way, it has seized with the coldness of the ice cream. So I'm gonna warm up the sauce and see if we can get it to spread a little bit more. All right, we warmed this sauce up. Hopefully this won't all sink to the bottom. The goal is to really have layers, so you get a little bit of sauce and pecan in every bite. So more of what ended up happening was that instead of pretty layers of what I envisioned, it's kind of just layers of this globby pecan sauce, which I hope it'll still taste good. It might not have the desired effect that I wanted, but that's okay. You know, the thing about ice cream is that it's experimental, it's fun. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, and that's totally fine. We have 2 pints of pecan ice cream, and we're gonna freeze these for 8 hours or longer so that they're good and hard. And when we try them after they're frozen, I think they're gonna be really good.